Hi everyone. Day 5. I think it's day 5. Yes, day 5. Going live for 90 days in the 90-day challenge. Can I make it? I've made it 5 days so far. So I'm excited. 5 days. Here I am on day 5, still full of things to talk about, which I thought I would be out of ideas by day 2, but really I have a million ideas. I just think that sometimes I can't really decide what to talk about, but I figured if I just talk about my life, where I'm at, what's happening, then it's all honest and sincere and truthful, and share some wisdom nuggets and perspectives and thoughts and whatever else comes through. So I thought about integrity today. I was writing something about integrity, and I just thought how important that is to remember, and how much that reflects in our business, not just our life, but our business. When we say we're going to do something and we come through, it's integrity. When we commit to something and we follow through, it's integrity. When we treat someone with dignity and respect, it's integrity. When we honor someone else's truth, that's integrity. There's so many ways of creating integrity in our life and business, but the main thing that I was focused on and thinking is that we're actually embodying who we truly are. We're totally living in alignment with who we truly are, as best we can with our circumstances. Behind closed doors, just as important as being seen. Just as important. So that we are reflecting who we truly are. We're not somebody behind closed doors and then we're some other person on camera. We're still the same person. We're not compromising in all areas. We're holding true to what we believe in and holding firm in, even if it takes, we're being slow and steady and it takes boundaries, we are holding true to us. But I think before we can even do that, we got to get in alignment with who we truly are. We have to become a person of integrity, someone who knows our core values and what's most important to us. Someone who is, someone who does what they say they're going to do and is that same person everywhere. And not to say that we can't have a bad day or be off or whatever and want to go crawl in a hole sometimes, because that's just real life. But at the same time, we're consistent. We're being consistent with who we are and what we believe in. And hi there. Hi, how are you? So nice that you're here. So I see people online and I wonder, I want to know, like, are they the same people behind closed doors as they are perceived? How much integrity do we hold? And so then I want to look in the mirror and I want to say, where am I being different with friends or family or online or on a video, that I'm not being truthful? Now, of course, in real life, we're talking different and we're saying 100 times million more than we're trying to on a video, but at the same time, we're who we are. We're representing who we are. We know our core values. We're aligned with who we and what we believe. And that is keeping that representation of us, I think, is so important. I feel like we are tested too through so many things. I mean, things will come at us, or challenges nonstop. And we can be tested. And how we handle that test is very important, because that will be whether we're living out of integrity or not, and whether we choose to respond to someone or react is another way. And no one's perfect. We're all trying to do life, But I think that the more we're consistent with being who we say we're going to be and living in the best version of ourselves. We're making consistent choices. We're being tested. All this creates a stronger, authentic self. And over the last few years since I went through my heart transplant, and this May 5th, 2023, will be my 2-year heart anniversary. And I think it's kind of interesting because I remember, laying in bed one time in the hospital and looking out the window, and I'd been there for months on end, and I was told I only had a few months to live. And I thought, God, I know, please, there must be more for me. I know I have so much more work to do here. Please don't let this be the end. It can't be. I know I'm made for more. I know that I have more in me. And I really embodied that and believed that and trusted in that so deeply that there was zero question whether I would get through in my own mind. And whether I would get through in other people's mind, I don't know where they were. They probably weren't where I was. But I had nothing to lose. And sometimes when we're brought to our knees like that and we have absolutely nothing left to lose, we bring out this deep faith, this deep level faith, where we can really believe. And other times it doesn't bring out deep faith. It creates fear and self-doubt and lack of confidence. And I think that as we believe and start trusting in ourselves, we can become more aligned with who we truly are and have more integrity in the choices that we make and the responses that we give and how we perceive others and how we perceive ourselves. And all of this gets stronger the more we practice and the more we practice and the more we practice. Everything, all the wisdom that we have comes from past failures and learning and knowledge that we've learned and beautiful conversations we've had with people and books we've read and movies we've watched and school we've been to and recipes we've tried. This is where experience and knowledge comes from. And so the more we are tested, the more we have an opportunity to make a decision or a choice in alignment with us or not. And in that choice, we can decide to make a rash decision without thinking, or we can protect our peace and be like, no, I need a few minutes to make this decision and I'm not quite sure yet. And I want to make it reflect who I really am. And you know what? You deserve to take time making decisions if you need to make sure that it's the one for you. And even then we don't know, because there's always a fork in the road. But all I do know is where we got to right now, where we are sitting here right now, this very second, is because of a entire row of decisions that we made since we were old enough to make one, that has brought us here to this exact place, whether we've been guided through the universe or God or intuition, whatever that was that brought us here has brought us here. And so every decision we make going forward is going to bring us somewhere else. And so we can choose to make those decisions from an aligned place, or we can make them from a scared, fearful place, or we can make them from an empowered place. So many things to talk about on this topic. Oh my goodness. All I know is that one thing for sure, when we are grateful for what we have, and we have gratitude for some small things and some little things, all of that contributes to everything, to the world around us, to who we are deep inside. Oh, I'm going to sneeze. Allergies. Oh my word. Oh my goodness. I don't know if it's gone. I don't even know where I was now. That was intense. The more integrity we have in ourself and what we put ourselves out there, and the more aligned we are with who we truly are and know that deep within, it reflects everywhere. Because the only place we ever need to go is inward. When we heal and clean up the inside and do the inside job, it reflects everywhere on the outside. It reflects our entire world outside of us. And I know that I was meant for more, and I know that I'm still here because there's a reason. And I swore to God that I would serve and support other people in everything that I do going forward if He allowed me to live. And He did. And so I have to have integrity with that to follow through with what I said. And I said I would be fearless and I would be confident and I would go forward even when I was scared, and I would do the things that scare me, and I would go on camera when things scared me. But I would do it because if you're going to give me another opportunity at life, I would do it. And I still am doing it. And I'm doing things that are scary. And that's why I created, that's pretty exciting for me too, because that's why I created the School of Purpose, because it's kind of like me developing an academy of learning and sharing and teaching all of the things that I've learned over the years of professional counseling and counseling clients and coaching clients and mentoring people. And so yesterday I posted in my live, my part of my 90-day challenge is that I'm finally decided and felt this amazing feeling of health and healing within me that I can start doing one-on-one again. No, so I'm going to do coaching and mentoring rather than my counseling, just because there's less legalities around that. And I want to be able to serve a greater group of people, women that really align with me. People that know they are meant for so much more. They might not know exactly what that is, but they have big dreams and goals and want to reach them in their life and business. And so I'm going to take everything I learned from the previous years of business coaching and all my counseling services and clients and all of the stuff that I've been doing over the last few years, and creating something healing and supportive and encouraging and uplifting and motivating, something I wanted, something I needed. There was nobody that I could find to help me through what I went. And I want to be able to help people through their biggest, most stressful, scary situations in life the best I can. And not only that, create the business and life that they love. But back to integrity, I think that a big part of this is self-trust and self-healing and trust, building trust outside of yourself. And because people can sense sincere people. People want to buy from people who they trust. People who they are, who they say they are. Trust is huge. And so I think that in order to build that trust, we need to consciously be doing things that create trust, being sincere and genuine and honest, living out, practicing what we preach and living out as best we can on the way to where we're going, because everything's a journey and we're always growing and we're always expanding and we're always changing. And just knowing that trust is a huge part of business as well as relationships and life and friends. And I was also talking to somebody and we were talking about, the saying about you are the 5 most people that you hang around. I think that's more like 8 or 10, but It is so key to be placing yourself in a container where you can be around positive, uplifting people so that you can be healthy and healing yourself. It is very hard to embody everything and your truth and live authentically when everything around you is chaos and people are causing you the biggest pain and struggles. And so sometimes we have to reflect on everything around us and our environment, and not just our physical environment, but the people around us and what they're contributing to us being able to self-trust and have the confidence and be empowered to be able to do all of these things, live with integrity, because sour, painful relationships are not supportive to growth and integrity until some change happens. Oh, thank goodness my sneeze is over. So that's what I have to share today. And if anybody is searching for someone who they've been looking for a long time to help them through, to take them to the next level, that's who I help. People who have like huge dreams and goals and want to hit the next level. People who are going through hard situations or have faced a lot of challenges in their life and feel like they're kind of hit the ceiling of what's next for me. Or people that don't even know what they want, but they know they want so much more than this. That's who I want to support and help and empower and motivate and uplift women and bring in business perspective from a feminine, energetic perspective rather than a masculine, heavy, big-time action-oriented, grinding and hustling energy. Although you need both and you need it in somewhat of a balance. I know for me, true alignment means connecting 80% feminine energetics and 20% masculine to get the action done, to take the things, to do a little bit of planning, those kinds of things, but nothing that requires hustling and grinding. I want integrity, I want honesty, I want sincerity, I want genuineness, I want love, I want gratitude, I want the feeling, I want to embody all those, and I want my business to embody all those. So if you are interested, you can reach out, and if not, then follow me on the 90 days and suck up all the things and come and say hello to me, and I will see you next time. Bye, friends.